Yash, do you ever contemplate and ask yourself, or are you aware of your motives? This requires some deeper self honesty. Why are you doing semen retention? What are your motives? Now it's not about like right, wrong, bad, good. It's not about that. It's just about simply admitting to yourself the truth. Why am I preserving my semen? Am I doing it because somebody said I should do it? And that's it? Like inside, I don't really believe it. To me, like it's like, you know, like for what? But okay, they say I should do it, so I'll do it. Is that why you're doing it? That's okay if it is. Maybe you need to try it for a little bit then to see if that's your truth. If you then, do it for a month or a couple weeks and see, like, yeah, I agree. I see, like, right on, that's true. Or you realize, like, this isn't nothing. I feel better losing my semen. And so you do it. Self honesty, be true. One way or the other, doesn't matter. You feel it's true, it's okay to lose it, lose it. Or, let it out. Because you probably don't think it's a loss. So don't want to say to lose it. You're letting it go. You feel more calm. I feel better when I lose my semen. If that's the case, do it and check and see, like, is that really the situation? Or do you feel, no, man, I feel more powered up, more energy, more sharp, more balanced, etc. You have to experiment and see. You tell me what the benefits are. Don't need to ask me what they are, because it doesn't matter what I say. What if I say, yeah, you can levitate and fly around and pick girls up and fly them around, and they'll like you for it, and then it doesn't matter. Like, you won't believe me. Or even if you do, like, it needs to be your experience. So that's one thing. The other thing, am I doing semen retention because I want to be more successful on a material level? Do I want to make a bunch of money? Do I want to, be sharp mentally so then I can figure out how to start a business and then I can make a bunch of money? Do I want to do semen retention because I heard my manifestation power is stronger? I can send out a thought, or I can repeat, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, and all of a sudden I'll just start to get money. I want to try out the manifestation principle. I heard semen retention can help with that. So I'm going to try that. Is that why you're doing it? Or am I doing it to get more girls? My eyes look a little better. I'm a little more fresh, have a little more charisma and magnetism. I notice girls are attracted to that, so I can get them. I'm more confident. I got more game. I can mac better. Is that why you're doing it? Or are you doing it because you somehow want to get, for spiritual reasons, you want to get more deep in touch with, like, who you really are beyond this body and mind? And you found that when you're engaged in PMO, your mind is so busy or dull or restless that you can't really meditate, you can't have a spiritual practice. And so you're like, I need to practice semen retention so I can get more grounded in my real self, because I don't want to waste my life just being a human robot and not knowing what's the source that created this robot. Like, I want to find that. Better yet, I want to realize I am that. I want to discover my real self that survives when this human robot body dies. Because I can't be this human robot. How can I? So that's another a reason that people do it. Now, I'm not being facetious. Like, I'm not saying the spiritual reason's better, and then and that wanting to use semen retention to make money is somehow worse. Like, those are stupid people. Spiritual people, yeah. I'm not saying that. It's all, in the end, part of the play anyway. Our real self isn't doing anything, okay? It doesn't even have a body. So it doesn't have a penis to preserve its semen. and it's not concerned with spirituality, and it's not concerned with money. Our real self, you can say, is the consciousness in which this whole play is happening in. This is the movie magic part, but it's so real we think we're that. So, my point is, rather we're playing the spiritual role, or the moneymaker role, or the Rico Suave player role, getting the girls. These are all roles, and you know what? We all got to play them at some point. I play them all too. So that's why I can't be a hypocrite and say like, hey man, just don't do that dumb stuff. I've already done it. It doesn't work. Like, how can I say that? Couldn't say that to me when I was doing it. And it's important. It's just as important to play those roles as it is to play the spiritual role. Can't get to the spiritual role if I don't play the other role. And even the spiritual role, that's going to fade out at some point. And I'm going to realize, wait a minute, like, my real self isn't doing anything, actually. It's just chilling. And then you let the universe decide what role you're going to play. You can make money, you can be a teacher, whatever. But you end up, you kind of like give your life up in a good way. That's higher than manifestation, is when you say, existence, that which created me, you just run my life. I'm tired. I'm tired of having goals, and not tired like, oh, I don't have any energy. You're full on energy, but you're tired of trying to figure stuff out with the mind, because like you've learned, like there's always dissatisfaction in the end. The people that try to, like the 20-year-olds, like that, I'm a self-made millionaire and I want to teach you how to do it. They're still in that role of like the money is giving them something. Like they, you know what, but not really. Because sometimes if I have time, I'll just watch just a snippet of it. And you can see they're not happy. See, a lot of people don't know the definition of happiness, though. They confuse happiness with getting their desires met and their ego projections fulfilled. But see, that's not a real happiness. It's a very short-lived sense of euphoria, and then you need to make, you have $1 million, you need to make another $1 million now. You got to keep getting bigger, you see, because it keeps wearing off. I'm pointing to something inside that doesn't need to do anything, and that's content all the time. I'm also saying you need to go do all these things in order to come to that. There's no way around it. I had to do it, and it was fun. It's not like it's a waste of time. I had a lot of fun trying to fulfill my desires. It gave me a lot of energy, and I was excited, and I'm getting close. Like, whoa! I remember I didn't have a business. Now I have a business. Ooh! Now I made 20 grand my first year. It feels good. Like you're making your own money and everything. Next year, 50 grand. Damn, 100 grand, and $1 million. So, like, we're here to experience all that, If you have those desires, it's because you have to experience what it feels like to fulfill them. So there's no cynicism here. Anybody or any teacher that knocks that stuff and says, and insinuates that somehow you're lower or stupid for doing it, it means that it might mean that they still want to do it, but they're making themselves not do it because they're trying to fulfill a spiritual concept that they have. So, no, you're supposed to be spiritual, but inside they want to know what it feels like to make some money, or they want to know what it feels like to, attract a girl and have sex with them. But they're like, no, I'm not going to do that. It's not spiritual. That's not healthy. I'm much more of a proponent of those who have enough self-honesty to go do whatever you want to do. I lived my whole life like that. I did everything I wanted to do. If you told me to make a desire list right now, I don't have any. I seriously don't. I just don't have any. You know by now that I'm also a proponent of spirituality. But it's not coming from a concept. It's coming because that's all that's left. I've done the other stuff. Now I enjoy spirituality. It's organic, though. It happened automatically. That's what I'm trying to say. It needs to happen automatically. And the same with semen retention. If you're doing it, that's why I'm saying check yourself and see what your motives are. Why are you doing it? If you're really not feeling to do it, don't do it. You can come back and do it later if you want, or not do it at all. Give yourself the flexibility and space and freedom to explore and find your own so-called truth. And that truth can change. You can feel one day like, man, semen retention, yeah, this is where it's at. Next year, man, this is stupid. I'm not going to waste my time doing this. And then maybe in 6 months, wait a minute, no, actually it is pretty good. I should do it. You got to let yourself go through these stages and don't judge yourself. Don't take yourself serious. If somebody says, hey, but you said this before, say, yeah, so what? Yeah, maybe I'll say something else tomorrow. Be okay with changing your mind. You're trying to be, this is life. It's fluctuating, you know. To get to some solid ground, you gotta kind of go through these curves and swing back around. You know, this is just how it is. Who cares? Be okay with it. It's the same thing. I remember when the whole raw food thing kicked off. I don't know, how long was it? 15 years ago or something. It was really big. Everybody's making videos on it. Raw, 100% raw. Fruitarian, 100%, you know. Liquidarian, breatharian. It was the big thing, you know. And I was on that train too a little bit. Because when I tried fruitarian, I was fruitarian for 1 year in Thailand. And there were times, especially at the beginning, I'm like, this is where it's at. This is where it's at. I'll never change. I'm going to do this forever. Fast forward, my nervous system got ratted out because your nutritional storehouse gets depleted after a while. How long that takes depends on the person. And then you start getting ratted out neurologically, and you just, you know, you're like all messed up. A lot of anxiety because your body's craving earth element, wants to be grounded. You're just giving it fruit all the time. And then the mind will justify and say, no, it's detox. Just keep going. Yeah, you can only go so long before hopefully wisdom kicks in and then you stop doing it. Some people, they can't even hear their body screaming to change their concept. They just forge ahead with their concept and really end up screwing their health up. So that's my point. Like, I was full on fruitarian and realized, no, this is not the best thing. It took a little while. Then I was full on raw for like several years and realized, you know what? My body feels a little better when I have some cooked food. Healthy, rice, vegetables, whatever, to ground. So be open and flexible to how your life force is guiding you and what it's doing. Don't be identified. Whatever concept you have today, it's how you feel today. As you evolve and grow more, concept might change. Don't hold on to something. Don't think this moment, you may feel very passionate and have a strong feeling about something in this moment. Don't think that's going to last forever. It's not going to last forever. There's some people, they listened to me at the beginning. They heard a video and they're like, not feeling me at all. Now they're really feeling me. I've seen over and over again also with people that I've worked with who came to me for guidance. At the beginning, they're, oh, yeah, praise you, you're great. Later, they hate me, you know. So we don't know. We don't know. Everyone's at a different stage. And as long as we're identified with our mind and our emotions, can't really be trusted because things are going to change. That's why we got to get grounded inside. But let that happen when it happens. That at some point, at some incarnation, may not be this life, that's going to be your highest desire. All your other desires are going to collapse into this one desire. You're like, I just want to know who I am, because the mind and the emotion and the physical body, it's changing so much all the time that I want to jump out of this roller coaster, because it's just not fun anymore. That has to happen organically, though. Let me know if you got something from this video. See you.